Do you want to play a game?
What if I said no? I mean, I do,
sit
but like
on the conversation screen for a while longer. It's fine.
I know why I mean. No, I'll play a game.
The warp zone.
It doesn't look like
It's
the warp
not
zone.
the
It's
warp
not the warp zone.
zone.
I swear.
Just gonna start bawling.
It's not warp zone.
It's not the warp zone.
You gotta believe me.
Have you checked, Quinn, if there was gas in the horse?
I'm over. Is there gas in the horse?
You're just done. I'm kind of also done with is there gas in the horse.
I don't wanna prescribe anything, and other people love Is There Gas in the Horse. I would rather it go back to normal Is There Gas in the Car. I'm afraid.
Let's say, hypothetically, you're a Barbie girl, and you live in a Barbie world.
For the sake of argument, let's say you are a Barbie girl. And
We're just
we'll
normal
say,
men.
as well, hypothetically, that
Just
you live
innocent
in
men.
a Barbie world. Would life in plastic truly be fantastic? I've had an incredible week because I officially have a job now, which hasn't been the case for a long time.
Quinn is in her unemployed era, or her
I'm no
employed era,
longer in
sorry.
my unemployed
You're no longer
era.
in your unemployed era. And I am, I'm like mid-employed. I have a bunch of part-time jobs, so my schedule can get a little wacky.
My schedule next week is going to suck because I have orientation, and the orientation involves a full week of 8 a.m. classes.
Shut up. I'm so mad that that's making me laugh so hard. John said, orientation? Like gay?
Yes, like gay orientation. Next, I'm gonna go to my neo-pronoun job. Not all that far off. The job that I have now, sort of a mental health services job. I specifically was hired for because some of the youths that I'll be working with are trans, and so am I.
I don't work with a lot of trans people, but I'm trying to change that. However, though, I do participate in tech work, like for theater, and it's very gender. Like, you just have to show up to a place and your goal is to not be seen or perceived by anybody.
Wolf Mob is really taking over SMH. So magnificent, honestly. Great work, John.
Now, this is so good. This is like my good friend. They thought that when people said wig, like a while ago, you know, like, oh, wig. That wig was an acronym for whatever, I guess.
I wish
And I was like, yeah, me too. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, what if it was? Being best friends means you are going for each other's throats at all time. Take that in any way you want. See,
I'll take that
I'm
at
not
face value because I don't know how else to take it.
yeah, same. I was gonna say, I'm also not going for Quinn's throat because she needs to be able to speak or else this stream's gonna be boring and sad.
Let me be clear. If I lost my ability to speak, that would kind of be it for me. My ultimate career path and the things that I most enjoy doing are like using my voice for things.
Let me be clear becomes clear.
If I ever, and I won't, but if I ever end up with a child, I'm going to say, let me be clear, because then I will be transparent.
I forget what activity it was that I did. Maybe it was some activity when I was a kid growing up where we would perform songs in ASL. I had a roommate who was taking ASL classes. She did most of the talking. She was like, oh, what is your favorite snack? And then I just signed the letters M&M. Like M&M. Oh, cool. Quinn can't stop Fortnite dancing during conversations.
I don't like that you said that. I like to think I am good at pronouncing people's names. I was a basketball announcer for a bit in high school just because I was particularly good at reading the names of other kids playing basketball. I don't think you even need to look at my physical form to know that I was not a sports kid in school. I don't think you need to really know much of anything about me to know that I didn't do sports.
See, it's like the different way that I didn't do sports. Like, I look like I didn't really do sports because I'm a little round, but you're like a beanpole. So it's like we both didn't do sports from different shapes.
The only sport that I ever did when I was in elementary school, I did soccer for like a summer, and I was so scared I would get kicked in the shins.
I did soccer for 2 years, and in the second year, I offered to sit on the bench at every chance possible because that was my favorite part of soccer. And then I learned that that's not a part of soccer. Like, I thought that was just like, oh, my favorite part's the kicking, my favorite part's the this. I was like, my favorite part is being on the bench. And then, like, it was kind of nicely and gracefully explained to me that I was like, you don't have to play the game. You could just, like, watch it, and you don't have to do it. And I was like, cool, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
My favorite part of soccer was when I got to be the goalie and they were playing on the other side of the field, so I didn't have to do anything, so I could just sort of crouch down and pick at dandelions.
Yeah.
But I was not a sports kid. However, in high school, I received an athletic letter, which certainly can't be a thing in secondary education in places outside of the US. I received an athletic letter, which was like a patch that you would get put onto your Letterman jacket that you're supposed to get for like being outstanding in whatever sport you do in high school, but I got it because I volunteered to announce for basketball games.
Yeah, I never got my letter, but I did get that Presidential Fitness Award, which I did not deserve. Mr. George Bush did not deserve to give me a letter for my sports prowess.
Mr. W thought you were pretty good at being fit.
Cool, none of my gym teachers ever did, so that's something that they don't have in common.
I'm not gonna do this to you, but my brain was like, hey, improv time. What are some other things that George W. Bush doesn't have in common with your gym
With
teachers?
my gym teachers? Well, I would say that George W. Bush wasn't mean to me, but I suppose indirectly by causing the recession which made my father lose his job, he was pretty mean to me.
That was kind of mean of him too. Yeah, okay, it looks like Misha's internet may have had some issues. Now that's an interesting sound, which might mean that little Jimmy is here. Hello, Jimmy?
Hi, hello.
What's up?
I just wanted to know if you've heard of Area 50.
Area 50?
Yeah.
Is that what they were working on before they made Area 51?
No, I think they were made around the same time.
Alright, what do you know about Area 50? Because I don't know anything about it.
So, if Area 51 is where all the aliens go, Area 50 is like where they put all the ingredients of the everything bagel.
So did they invent the everything bagel in Area 50?
I think it's mostly just for storage, but I think they experimented before they decided what the everything was gonna be. They had to figure out what was too dangerous. I think they were concerned about, maybe if they put paprika, it would be too communist or something, because that was, around the time when they were scared of that.
Jaunt is asking if maybe you're hitting puberty because your voice is... It kind of sounds like your voice is hitting exactly one pitch across 2 octaves.
I'm going through it. I'm going through a lot of things. I'm going through some changes.
You are going through a lot of things. Can you give us an update about the homework that you were working on last time?
I was doing a lot of reading, and now I'm doing a lot of writing.
That's good. You have plenty of writing to be doing. I don't want to take up all your time because I'm sure that you've got plenty of work.
Yeah, I needed to talk about Area 50 first, though.
Okay, I'm back. Hi. I don't know what happened. Little Jimmy, did you do that?
Maybe.
Little Jimmy, it's not particularly nice.
Oops.
Alex in the chat wants to know if you've ever written fan fiction before.
I made an AO3 account, and I really wanted to write about Alvin and the Chipmunks, but I got the better of it. They were going to go scuba diving and discover treasure.
Actually, that sounds great. I would read that.
So awesome.
Theodore was going to get stuck, and they would have to try to find a way to get him out.
Stuck where? Under the sea? I want to learn more about how
Yeah.
Theodore gets stuck.
Theodore was going to get stuck under the sea. He was getting his leg stuck in something. Someone was going to have to confront his misogyny. His internalized misogyny.
Wow. Wow.
But they were going to get him out, and it was going to be okay. I have, drugs.
You have, I'm sorry, did you just say you have drugs?
Drafts.
Drugs.
Oh, drafts.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was working on it.
I mean, do you also have drugs? Or you are 29 soon.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, okay, bye.
I think that you, the viewer, form a parasocial relationship with us, the hosts. Especially if you are doing so through the medium of watching our VODs and not even being present in live stream chat. John says, I edit to the hosts, not the content. The hosts are the content. The medium is the message.
Have you read John Baudrillard's Simulacrum and Simulation, I believe it is.
Yeah, Cole is now calling you out on the pronunciation of
It's Baudrillard.
Baudrillard.
Oh, is it Baudrillard? I've always said Baudrillard. One of us has taught in a media analysis class.
I have an entire media analysis degree.
So do I, bitch, and I co-teach in I co-teach.
Yeah, and apparently you don't know how to pronounce
I
Baudrillard.
guess so. Fuck, man.
Disappointing.
Stop. Don't do that to me.
Tisk tisk. I'm
Tisk,
tisking at
tisk.
you. Nish
I
Cole has
played-
another question for you in chat.
It's Foucault.
It's actually Foucault, our friend Cole.
Shut up. You're being mean to me. I'm not here for it. Zizel.
It's Fucko.
Foucault. I need to figure out what I'm having for dinner. Alrighty, just
You know,
a time.
you should ask a little Jimmy about that.
Yeah, I
Think
should.
about it.
I should. I have about 20 minutes left before I have to leave my home. I'm sorry, what was that?
Hi,
No, play that one more
Jimmy.
time.
My ringtone.
Didn't I do it for you? Why don't I do
My ringtone.
I like it. What made you choose that song?
I like dogs.
I wanted to know what I should get for dinner because, you know, I should eat at home, but I just don't have the time to make anything. So I'm gonna have to bring something to the theater. What should I get for dinner?
You can't do spaghetti, can you?
Maybe not.
What if you balled up the spaghetti into your fist and ate it like a hot dog?
In what way is that like a hot dog?
I guess it's more like eating snowball when it's all in your fist like a ball.
I
Maybe
mean,
you could get like an ice cream cone and put it in the ice cream cone.
I'll consider it.
You could also do Slim Jim.
I have had one bite of Slim Jim ever and didn't enjoy it.
That's all the food I can think of.
That's okay. I mean, listen, you got all the food groups, spaghetti and Slim Jims, and theoretically hot dogs. That's pretty
You could
good.
do a margarita pizza.
Yeah, I did pizza yesterday, but I could do pizza again. I could get a
Could
sandwich.
you do margarita pizza? You could get a sandwich. And what if you put, like, spaghetti in it?
John wants to know what you think of Jimmy John's sandwiches. Do you like Jimmy John's?
I like the Jimmy F.
Yeah, you don't really like the Johns?
They're okay.
Do you have a go-to order?
I just tell them to put a little extra Jimmy in it.
Yeah, that's a smart call. I've been to Jimmy John's twice. I think the first time I got a sandwich, and then the second time I just got a big pickle.
That's the John part.
So it's the sandwiches are Jimmy's and the pickles are John's?
I don't make the rules. Okay, bye.
Oh, okay, Jimmy, this might be the last
Bye.
time for you tonight. Anything you want to leave and he's
Jimmy's
gone.
gone.
He's gone. Well, I'm all set to just have fun with you, chat. On the 1st of April, where nothing happens because it's just another day. I guess that just means taxes are coming up. That's what happens on April 1st.
Now that I'm employed, I might have to actually do my taxes.
You should be okay, dependent on if you've had any income in the last, like, in 2022.
You're the first person to ever tell me that it's okay for me to have not done my taxes.
I mean, I don't know if I'm correct. Do Quint's taxes, and you could be a guest on Link Cable.
I will 100% let you be a guest on Link Cable if you help me do my taxes.
Oh, it looks like Alex's dad is going to be a guest on Link Cable.
Alex,
My dad has done podcasting before. I'm not going to ever say the name of the podcast that he did because why the fuck would I do that? Because I would
that's
not.
free advertising that we
For
don't,
my dad. When my dad started doing this podcast, I asked him what it was about, and he said, well, I guess you're gonna just have to listen. And I said, you're not doing this to
Fuck
me,
off.
your child. Like,
Yeah, no, you don't pull that shit on anyone, really, but like not your child.
not your kid. Like, that's not how that works. I won't say the name that my father uses, but he does not use his name. He also has a cool, fun podcasting alias, which I think fucking rocks.
He has a screen name for his podcast.
He does. To be fair, it was the name that he named his me on our Wii in 2007, and I was like, why? And he was like, oh, I think it's cool, and so that's the name he uses on the podcast.
That is incredible.
Maybe one day, maybe one day, like in like 2 years, we'll do a collab with his podcast. Stay tuned on April 1st for a bunch of incredibly normal streams. Oh, and little Jimmy has something to say that he can give his last minute wisdom. Jimmy!
When you cable your family.
When you're Cable, you're 2.
Very Cable to meet you.
Cable to greet you.
Cable.
Cable.
Okay, bye.
Cable.
Okay, bye.
Cable.